The number one thing to stay productive during the day is efficient time management. But it's astonishing that most people will never allocate more than a half of their time to what truly matters. They spend 2 to 3 hours a day on distractions such as scrolling TikTok, Instagram, or deciding what to do and when to do. This often happens because efficient time planning hasn't been learned. And in today's video, I will be sharing how you can transform your life using the ultimate time management tool, Google Calendar. In a world of self-improvement, there are tons of things to try and implement in your life, but without Google Calendar, I wouldn't have enough time to do them. I've been using it for a year now, and I can say that it truly changed my life. The amount of tasks I accomplish is insane. I am focused, energetic, and hell yes productive. We have two types of calendars, digital and paper. Both are great, but digital has a significant benefit, which is recurrent event support. It saves you tons of time, especially when you schedule your day very precisely, which I will be showing today. But you can still use paper calendars. It's absolutely fine and certainly better than nothing. So without further ado, let's get started. So we are going to create two calendars today. First one being our ideal week and the second one being our adaptive version of it. Your second version is just a part of your ideal week, so you are going to gradually increase and plan more and more tasks to the point where your actual calendar becomes your ideal calendar. It might sound a bit complicated, but when you see the examples, hopefully you will have a better understanding of it.
So let's start by adding a block for waking up, basically the start of our day. Waking up, and we repeat this every single day and choose a lavender color because it symbolizes sleep, which ends at around 6:30, like that. And we also add a block for falling asleep, and at around 10 p.m. we repeat this every single day and set a lavender color again. So now as we have our start and finish, we can plan our recurrent events, and if I had a school in the morning, I would probably start my morning with MIT, most important task for the day, and it might be like self-improvement, it might be work, it might be exercising, whatever the priorities are. After which I would have a quick breakfast and basically go to school till 15, and maybe after a few hours I can also add a homework block. And now is going to be the fun part when you get to decide what the rest of your day would look like. And basically you can add wherever you want and you will already be amazed of how much time you have. But I do recommend you to include these three key things. First one, self-improvement. You want to have a block at least for an hour of learning something useful every single day. It might be reading a book or watching some self-improvement videos, I don't care. But I believe you need to consume and take notes on a ton of content in order to change your life for the better. Second one is exercising. It is definitely a huge source of additional energy just waiting for you to come. It expands your overall energy and increases your mood. You won't always feel like doing it, but even then you can use this to train your discipline. I've never heard people saying, "Oh, I wish I could stop working out." There are only benefits from it. Third one is evening ritual. It is your time before bed to relax. You can turn on some music, do your hobby, meditate, journal, and get ready to sleep. It improves your mental health and overall sleep quality. You sleep like a baby and feel refreshed in the morning, which at the end of the day improves your whole life. On weekends, you can add a few extra hours of self-improvement, and basically you do more stuff than 90% of teenagers doing for their success. And as you can see, you still have a lot of free time. I would now just fill this with the work or my MIT, most important task, and basically ready to go, but it's absolutely fine to start with a lot of free space. It's how I started and how everyone else did.
Your ideal week doesn't mean perfect week. If you haven't used Google Calendar before and or didn't implement any of the habits here, it should be already challenging enough for you to start creating your adaptive version from this calendar.
So now you pick up what's most important in your ideal week, and for me it would be waking up before school and completing my MIT, so these two blocks. And my MIT actually was self-improvement. So you go and create another calendar in your settings and you untick your ideal week and tick your calendar. And you plan waking up at 6:30, falling asleep at around 10, and then you're on self-improvement straight after waking up, after which you are having a bit of a breakfast and go to school. For this month it should be enough.
All you need to do now is to gradually straighten your sleep graphic till 7 am and try and take some notes on self-improvement straight after waking up. And you then have a breakfast and go to school. After you've implemented this part, just go for the next one and add maybe some sports and homework. And even after you have your ideal week implemented, you can add more and more good habits in your life. It is a constant process of self-improvement and there are no limits to that. So now I'm gonna give you some quick tips that I wish I knew when I started my time management journey. First, you need to remember that calendar is your tool, not otherwise. And if something goes wrong, and it surely will, feel free to change your plans. Staying flexible to the life events is crucial in Google Calendar. Second one, stick to one color for one type of task. You probably noticed that I use the same color, which is green for school and homework, lavender for falling asleep and waking up. This is because when you have a lot of tasks in your calendar, you want to quickly orient through colors. It will save you tons of time, I promise. And it also looks kind of aesthetic. Third one, if you want huge results quicker than a couple of months, you need to use your calendar daily to make sure that you go according to the plan and to get into a habit of checking it. As you progress, you will add more and more specific tasks in your calendar and they won't always be repetitive. So please, check your calendar. Fourth, brain tip on this one. When you add anything to your calendar, try to write it as if you're in the process of doing it. This is because our brain is more likely to do the task if it is written in present time. Fifth and a final one. Google Calendar is your tool and you don't need to be occupied with it. I still have about an hour of free time because it's just time for my creativity. I'm facing a question of what should I do at this point and it may be absolutely whatever goes to my mind. I can go for a walk, I can play with my brother, I can pet my dog or watch some self-improvement videos. Stay human and have free time. The whole point of using Google Calendar for me is to use my time intentionally rather than doing some random task after another random task. The more I use it, the more I feel like my life is meaningful and I'm fulfilled. Much happier, and I know that I'm getting important things done because they are fundamentally in my calendar. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and hopefully I will see you in another one.